hello, my lovelies. It is another Tuesday. Seriously? And another week in the challenge. This week it is the Winter Challenge portion. And I waited till week 8. So if you are in the challenge, let me know. And if you are new here, you want to join us in this challenge, just watch Monday's challenge video and just say, hey, I'm in. That's all. Subscribe to the channel. That's it. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy challenge. Just have to say, hey, I'm in. I don't overcomplicate life. I try not to anyway. Because, life's complicated enough, right? We don't need to complicate it. I'm just going to put this. Let's see. Allison, you're the first one in the room. Hello, hello. First one in the door. Hello, hello. Welcome. Can you believe it's Tuesday again? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's like this next week is Halloween. I guess I should be here. I know we usually go to church on Halloween. For the next day, we go to the vigil, which is at 5. I think I should be back. I like to stay away from the trick-or-treaters because, yeah, been there, done that, not doing it again. Hello, hello. Back is not okay. I did start. I didn't finish. I didn't finish yesterday or today. It's getting there, but yeah, I can't finish one. Alrighty. Oh, Lynn's back from Eagle. Is that Idaho? I'm trying to get my abbreviation straight, which I admit I don't. Good evening, my lovely dishers. Let's all dish the tea. We're making the podcast. Did y'all enjoy seeing Amy on Sunday? Wasn't that so much fun? I just love her. Be still my heart. I love her. She's just a doll. She is just lighthearted. She's funny. She's smart. She's like, I wish she lived here. We'd hang out, like, totally. She's, she thinks I'm cool, which I think, oh my God, no, she's more cooler than I am. She is super cool. She's very delightful. Oh, Mr. Bale, he had a bad morning. He did have a bad morning. I don't know. But he rallied this afternoon, so I don't even know what to say about him. I do get more bites on Sugar Smart, yes. I want to say 30. I know, I loved hearing her talk too. I get 30 Sugar Smart bites, yes. Yes, Lynn, you need to catch up. I filmed a reel this morning and I never put it up. When I make a fun breakfast, I always like to show you guys, but I totally forgot to upload it. I forgot what I got involved in. Oh, I was doing that product review for that milk, which I forgot to do. I have 2 product reviews this week. I apologize for doing them back to back, but last week I just didn't feel like doing them. Well, tomorrow's is a fantastic product review. I'm reviewing the sneakers, and I got these cute boots from Fitville, so I'm super excited about that. How did I meet Amy? She was a subscriber, and she started commenting on my videos. But she commented under her she has 2 profiles. She has the Amy is Human, and she has her own personal profile. I never knew that was her. So then I finally put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh my God, you're Blue Socks. So yeah, she's been commenting for a while, and I didn't realize that was her. She was like undercover. We will definitely do that again. There's a diabetic plan. Sugar Smart is the old green plan, Lynn. It was the original Smart Points plan back in 2016, I think it came out. When they got the new algorithm from Points Plus, it went to Smart Points. That's that plan, which turned into the green plan when they went to blue, green, and purple. Oh, I hope you can keep your drizzling rain. Oh, taco salad sounds good. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. And yes, Amy is adorable and delightful and sweet. That's what you love when you can find a channel with somebody that's really authentic. I mean, there's so many channels out there that are not. Um, but she is. She's the real deal, and she's just delightful. And I just enjoy watching her vlogs and seeing her adventures and her farm and her house and the renovations. And I love when she goes to TK Maxx. I said to her at first, I'm like, oh, did you mean TJ Maxx? I didn't ever realize they called it TK Maxx over there, but they do. It's the same store, but very funny. Hello. Hello, hello. Good evening. Oh, we got a wench here. I see McLean. Do we have the other wench? Is Saucy Wench here too? Did I miss Saucy Wench? Because sometimes, I read. Oh, this thing is like, I don't see Saucy. I see McLean, but maybe Saucy will be here. Oh, 3 tiny tomatoes. Oh, how wonderful, Pat. I like trips like that too. The Mediterranean. I talk about that. I should do that because I love those foods. I do. And I think the family would enjoy them too. I got to dig up my Mediterranean books because I think I would enjoy them too. Yes, you get more bites on Sugar Smart because you have to count everything, but only thing you don't count is fruit and veggies. So I have to count chicken, which I'm good about counting the chicken. It's the eggs I forget, and the yogurt. I forget. When you've been on the Blue Plan for 4 years, it's hard to remember not to count that. Hello, gorgeous Sparkly. But yes, I forget. So when you see some of my what I ate today's, the points may be off because of a brain fart. Girls been on a plan for 4 years. It's a little bit hard to get out of that mindset. And even now with the Weight Watchers plan now, the 0.5 are still the same. So I'm still struggling. It is more fun, Sparkly. How come you changed your picture to that sexy red dress? I hope she's right, Anna, because I don't, I mean, they did just change it in January, so I can't imagine that there would be. It is difficult. I'll be honest. I kind of forget when it comes to the yogurt. That's my biggest hurdle because I have that the most. Chicken, I don't have what's nice about chicken is I like knowing how much I'm having, so weighing it lets me know how much protein I'm having. And the turkey, so that's a real win too. Oh, gotcha, Sparkly. You said you were going to start a channel. I'm hoping to see the Sparkly Susan channel because I would definitely be watching. Hey, Barb. So yes, I have a very hard time with yogurt. I have no idea, Donna McKean. I would assume possibly, but I don't. I mean, WW, when they did that plan change in January or February, whatever that was, who knew that was coming? But yeah, I have a really hard time. I think out of all of them, it's the yogurt that I have the most struggle with. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe not worrying and struggling about yogurt might not be a bad thing. I'm good with, like I said, the eggs, I don't have that much, so I kind of remember to count them. And the chicken and turkey, I love weighing it. And I'm into these turkey burgers now, which is hilarious that I made a batch of turkey burgers to have on hand because they're 30 grams of protein per turkey burger that I made. Shut up, I know. Oh my gosh. This is from Costco. Oh, I thought you said you were doing one. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it was some other sparkly Susan that I know. That's interesting, Pat. I'm telling you, spaghetti squash and tomato sauce is a marriage made in heaven. It is so good together. It is so good together. Oh my gosh. I love making like bowls, like getting marinara or actually even a meat sauce and just putting it on side that with some little bit of cheese. Because that base is a vegetable. So you could really amp up. You could even use beef. I'm telling you. Because if the tomato part's going to be nothing, you just put the beef in there and some cheese and yay. You could really like I said, you got that base of tomato sauce is zero, spaghetti squash is zero. You could really fill up on the beef and cheese. Sounds good, McLean. But yeah, I'm telling you, and I bought a spaghetti squash at the farm stand, so man, maybe we're having some marinara. I don't know. Oh, I forgot the holiday hashes out. Oh, that's my favorite. With a poached egg on top. Though I did buy some sweet potatoes and I do have some squash. So maybe girlfriend will make her own holiday hash. Don't have the correct spices, but I need to get, that's what I need to get at the Amish. I'm going to Amish this week. I think I need to get some sage. That would go really good in there. No, there's only one spaghetti squash. Oh, you mean like recipes? Yes. Yes, it's holiday hash. It's in the produce department, Sparkly. It's in a container. It's all chopped up veggies. It's squash and sweet potatoes and onions and peppers and everything fall. And it's seasoned with like sage. And it smells like stuffing when you cook it. It's so good. You have to cook it up because it's in the fresh produce department. Oh, too mushy. Well, I guess it could be. I mean, it's definitely a squash. I mean, it's not spaghetti. It's definitely a squash. You gotta really like squash. Oh, cutting them is right. Some people microwave them and soften them up. Um, it's on the sweet side as most of those squashes are. I wouldn't say it's sweet, but it is on this sweet profile slightly, yes. Hello, hello. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, you could take such liberties with this. Like I said, when you have a base of a vegetable, and even like I said, your tomato sauce shouldn't. You should not. If you're making it, you should not pay for it. There's nothing in there you're going to need to count. So that you can take liberties on meats and cheese. Yes. And every time I make a bolognese, which is what I call a meat sauce, I chop up onions, bell pepper, and carrots. And I saute it. And then I add garlic. And then I throw the tomatoes on top. So you got more veggies in there that's giving so much flavor. You know, and if you need more flavor, if it's not enough flavor for you, then add a little chicken bouillon. Oh, brown rice. It's so good. Anything from Trader Joe's I always loved. Yes. Mushrooms, of course. Mushrooms are always a good option too if you have them around. Oh, that's what I do. I just mash rutabagas. That's it. That's about the best thing to do. They smell, but they taste good. The smell is kind of funky, I thought, but I didn't mind the taste. The smell, I had to get past the smell. I know. All we're doing is talking about food. I had somebody complain that they couldn't come to the live because I talked about food too much. But we're sharing like light recipes, so and light ideas, and I think that's important. But yeah, if you're hungry, this is not the place to be. Oh yes, everything but the leftovers. That I had to buy that one online because I couldn't get it. But yeah, it's good. Ooh, rutabagas mashed with carrots. But yeah, I love squash. I mean, if you have chili, putting it in an acorn squash half, insane. Insane. Helps keep you full, and it's a vegetable. That sounds really good, Sandy. Oh, it is better to eat first. I agree. Oh, jicama's a good one. I like it. It's hard to find though. I have a very hard time finding jicama, but I love it with dip. It's such a good crunch. Ah, Sparkly's asking you, Chris, is rutabaga fibrous and tough? If I remember, I think I boiled it. I think, or did I roast it? It's been a while because somebody at school had gotten this produce delivery and they didn't like it, so they gave me all the produce they didn't like, and I'm like, I'll take it. I was making all kinds of weird stuff. I remember making rutabagas and stuff like that. Hello, Miss Lori. Oh, some people, yeah, I could see people getting a little bit. If you overdo anything, yeah, it was okay. It was that's what I thought. You kind of you get burned out. Like I was burned out of eggs. I told you that I couldn't stand the thought of an egg for breakfast. I'm like, I gotta do something else. I cannot do eggs anymore. And I went away from it for a while. Now I'm better. Oh, that apple was a last minute addition, and let me tell you, that just made it. Even Steve goes, excuse the layer of flavor he said that you got in this, and it was very little. It was really fantastic, if I do say so myself. Hello, Yolanda. Yeah, I was burnt out on eggs. I just didn't desire to. I'm like, it just didn't move me. I have not. I don't think this year. I know Aldi has had it in the past, and we've gotten it because peppermint. My boys and Steve, they all love peppermint. Me, I can do without it, but they love it. Yeah, I think we burn out of things. Yet I still haven't burned out of overnight oats. Now I probably did because I used to have it every day back when I was on original Smart Points. I used to have it every day, literally. I've had the peppermint whipped cream from Aldi. They usually have that at around Christmas time. Yes, Lynn, it is on Sundays, fall inspired, budget friendly meal prep. Yeah, I got burned out of that veggie soup too. We were making that all the time. I got burned out of the taco chicken too. Oh, air carrots, man, that's how they need to be done. Air fried or roasted. Don't be dipping them in ranch. I'm telling you, you got to air fry or roast them. They're so much better. Or I do a roasted carrot sriracha dip, which is insanely delicious. Oh, I bet it did, Sparkly. Now, the one at Aldi was pretty good. But again, like I said, I usually like to get the maple one at Aldi. They have a maple and a pumpkin one. I did see the gnocchi soup. I did. I haven't commented yet because but I mean, you could. I mean, there's. I can't remember where I got them. There was a place that had these itty bitty gnocchi that were tiny that would probably work in that soup. Oh my God, Brandy Lynn. Really? You had to be 19 minutes late? Oh. I think that would, I mean, it's hard to point a soup when it's all mixed up like that. That's why I like to put things that are pointed on the side and just add them in, like make a portion, and then it's easier for me to point that way. Thank you, McLean. Look at McLean. On the job. Oh, it's always do or die for those stinking Phillies. I mean, part of you almost hopes they don't get through because it's like, can we stand this stress anymore? I mean, it drives me nuts. Batty. And all three recipes that I did on the video are up on dishwithdee.com. I made sure I got them up. Oh, I wanted to mention that they and I should They love the video I posted. I thought I was kind of mean. Okay. Sorry, I was scrolling. I heard back from the plant-based milk people. They liked the video. I'm like, really? Because I thought it was kind of... Well, I was honest. So, I mean... Oh, the dip. The clip, I didn't realize that the last clip didn't get put in. I went at night to test the dip, and I added a 1/4 cup of mayo and a couple tablespoons of 1% milk, which didn't, when I put that into my, which I haven't put on my website yet, I will adjust that because it was too thick, like pasty, so I needed to thin it out. So I did a little bit of mayo and a little bit of 1% milk. It's not going to matter. A couple of tablespoons in a vat of dip is not going to matter. Awesome, Sandy. Maybe we'll be playing together. Of course, we won't have home advantage because we were hoping the other team was going to win. But yeah. There is so much angst. I know. My dad's rolling around in his grave. If you didn't know, my dad worked for the Phillies for a good 35, 40 years. Yeah, so I went to the Phillies game as a child all the time. All the time. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. So yeah, I call myself like have Army brat. I was a Phillies brat. Yeah, my dad was an usher, and we went to all free. He would bring us in, my brother and I, when we wanted. I always went to the Fanatic birthday party games. That was my favorite game to go to. For 5 days once prepared, but yet the jar was good for, I think it was 18 months. Wow, it's what's interesting, Pat? Peter loved it. He thought it was way better than the milk we buy. See, my taste buds are off. I said I thought it was good. What I should have done is I should have had them both out and compared them. That's what I should have done. Oh, you're welcome. Honesty is the policy, Thank you. But we liked it right out of the jar. Because he said it's blanched almonds. That's all it is. He said it reminds him of almond, but better than almond butter. He said because it's lighter. If you see how the color, that made the milk was literally white versus sometimes the milk of almond milk's usually a beige. I think because the almonds were blanched. But he thought it was fantastic. He's like, I love this. He wants to buy it, so go figure. It is a beautiful ballpark. Beautiful ballpark. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, the Fanatics birthday party was my game to go to. I went that very first one. In fact, he got the Philly Fanatic for our carnival at our church, and my dad got the Philly Fanatic to come. That's when it was David Raymond, if you remember, way back when. He was I had the biggest crush on him. He took his hat, his Fanatic face off, and I was just like, there I was probably 14. I was crushing on him. But I remember that. But yep. I'm glad you popped in, Miss Sparkle. You have a fantastic rest of your evening. Enjoy. Put your feet up. I say watch the Phillies, but it's going to be too stressful. Yeah. I have a picture of it somewhere. Because he was flirting with me too. I remember that. I got to find that picture somewhere. Because he see me, I'm literally giggling because he must have said something. Because he was young. He was probably a teenager himself, but I think older than me. Maybe I was older than that. I felt like I was. Well, no, I had that sweater, and that's what I wore in high school. So I was probably maybe 15 or 16. I would ever find that picture. Awesome, Suzanne got a new car. What did you get? Anything flashy? I wish I loved having a white car. I just think a white car is so nice. That was the only thing I liked about the other van was the white. It was white because it was so clean looking and it always felt cool and I just loved it. Now we both have the same color. We have 2 blue cars in our driveway. I'm like, so interesting. All right, Suzanne's got to spill the beans. We want make, model, and color. There will not be a Wednesday Wisdom tomorrow. I figured I'm going to take a break from that. Maybe do it every other week. Because I thought we would just take a break this week. So, in case you're wondering why I didn't post, that's because why. Oh, I love a good color car. At one point, I wanted to buy a periwinkle blue car, but I realized I would probably wind up hating it. Because you hear like something, and then it's kind of like, yeah, that's a color out. Like there's orange cars. These would be colors I would tire of. Ooh, looking. You know, that's how it starts. You look and then you buy. Silver and gray. Oh, that was my other favorite color. Chevy Trax. Oh yeah, sounds nice. Yeah, Bailey moped around all morning. Moped. Literally. But all of a sudden tonight he was all perky. I'm like, this dog, I'm telling you, I have no idea. I mean, I guess I should go to the vet. You know, it's driving me, but it's going to be like, I'm just trying to avoid the $300 vet bill. Ugh. Ah, white. I do. I love a white car. I don't know. But yeah. Well, best of luck with it, Suzanne. Best of luck. Yep. Congratulations on your new ride. But yep, so there'll be, I don't plan on having a video up tomorrow, so it'll be a black day on the channel. The channel will be dark tomorrow. Unless we do a live in the morning, that would be fun. But I vlog tomorrow, so. And I'm hoping to go to the thrift store tomorrow to look for a Halloween costume, which I haven't gotten yet. I know, it's... Alright, and I'll be right over. She did all that cooking. I'll be happy to help her. Dads do have the funniest sayings, don't they? I'm coming on over. I'm gonna hop on a plane. I'm still drinking my water. And we should be talking about the challenge. If you didn't see yesterday's video, make sure you check out this week's challenge. I kept it basic because look what week 8, we're doing water challenge. I thought that was pretty smart of me. So I said I based it on 40 ounces. I don't want to do anything crazy. Like I said, if you have health problems, if you have medical things, if you're on medications, always check with your doctor. Don't take the version of somebody from YouTube. You know? You need to always check with your physician. They at Aldi? Oh, what? I know they have them at like Target and Walmart and some convenience stores, but what? At Aldi? Isn't that fun? Did you get them? I think puffs are my favorite. I do enjoy the puffs. Puffs, I've given up the bars. The bars are way too tough. I can't do it. I literally can't do the bars. And I have a cracked tooth up here, and she said, just letting you know, that could go at any minute. Okay. We're planning a crown for that as soon as I pay off the other bill. Seriously. I need to get a job to pay for my mouth. Oh, this week's topic. What is this week's topic? Can you share? Good night, Audrey. Don't forget to thumbs up. Coconut and brownie batter is a good one. I don't love coconut, but brownie batter is delicious. What did they charge for that? Can I ask? I'm curious. And I might just go to Aldi tomorrow to see if our Aldi has them. Though I don't need any, but I do. My favorite ones are the peanut butter puffs. I do enjoy those. That's your hubby. 4 bags for $4.99. So we'll say $10. So they're $2.50 a bar, which is pretty basic for that amount of protein. That's not a bad price, because that, when you're buying big amounts of protein in bars, they usually go for a little over $2. So that's a pretty fair price. Crowns are ridiculously expensive. I could buy a tub for my bathroom and pay the same amount of money for a porcelain crown. Oh yeah, it's like, well, now that we have the dental insurance, I'm like, seriously? I don't know if I have to wait a year or not. We'll see. Built puffs are at Aldi. Yep. Actually, 2 crowns. She wants to replace 2. I'm like, is that because I have dental insurance now? They don't need a root canal, which, okay. But they're still like $1,300 each. I have more porcelain in my mouth than up in my house. Legit. Oh, I always say that I put her kids through college. Yep. Oh, Suzanne. It doesn't. You get like oh, you get like a discount, but it's still ridiculously expensive. Apparently you get so much every year, and then when you deplete that, then you have to pay like a copay. So chunk puffs, well, they're the best. The chunk puffs there's little chunks of cookie in there. Yes, I will sit there and tell you how fantastic they are. Way better than the bars. Honestly, I would never buy. I don't even have a box of Built bars. I do have a box of the granola, but I don't have any bars. I'm done. I'm not buying them anymore. I just like the puffs and the chunk puffs. Oh, Pat, I don't think so. You're dependable, and I think that'll work for you. Oh my goodness, Barb. Wow. War and Peace. Yes, Yolanda, it will. Oh, I have Delta Dental. Hello, Carla. What video editing program do you use for your channel? I use iMovie, because I have a Mac and an iPhone. It's already loaded in there, and they have plenty of. I find that to be the best, honestly, easiest thing for me, and not have to put any extra money out. But I will tell you, if you're, I did buy the professional version of Canva for my thumbnails, and when I make fun little things for you guys, I really have been enjoying the professional version of Canva. You can get away with the free version, but the professional you can do so much different things with. But yes, I just use my iMovie. I know a lot of people use a program called Filmora. I've heard of that one as a editing program. Yeah, Sandy, you gonna start a channel? Are we behind you? Share with us. I love Aldi. I was gonna go because I want to get eggs. They have eggs for like 98 cents. Canva is for thumbnails, and I can print things out. Like any of the little things that I've made for you guys, the little PDF handouts are all made in Canva. But I do it mostly for thumbnails. That's a good price, Barb. This week's topic is me? I am this week's topic? Yeah, if you have a Mac, or, I mean, you could use your phone. It's just harder. It's easier to do it on the Mac. Though I do a lot of interesting things on my phone. I do a lot of cut and paste on my phone. Hello, Poe. Is your eating style sustainable? Oh, so true. So true. Somebody was talking to me about intermittent fasting. I just don't know. I just don't know. Again, I'm just about, I could do anything for a couple of weeks. I just don't know how I could do things long term. Anything that seems out of the ordinary to me just doesn't jive. Oh, awesome, Barb. I'm hoping so. Oh, Lidl is like, it's got more of the Isle of Doom things in Lidl. Um, I think it's a little bit bigger selection, but they have their own products. A lot of German imported things. We love Lidl. It's just not as convenient as Aldi for me. I'd have to go to Glassboro for Lidl. Though I hear they're opening one where Steve told me, and I can't remember where it was. They're opening another one. I just don't know where. We're disgusting, just disgusting. We're discussing a lot of things. A lot of people do well on intermittent fasting. I just don't know if I could stay within that window. Ah, I hear you, Poe. You don't have any Lidl down south. You don't like Lidl? It's just not convenient for me, honestly. That's probably why I go there very infrequently, unless I'm in Glassboro, and then maybe I'll stop in. It's just out of the way for me. Yeah, Lidl's has been it's fairly new here in the country. Yeah, I just feel like if it just sounds like I need things that are just, I don't know. I just don't think I can do anything for a short amount of time. But again, if it doesn't fit into my lifestyle, I just don't know how to keep doing it. And I feel like if it seems not right, I don't think I can continue it. Esther Ross, oh my gosh, you going to the bathroom? Good. Happy middle of the night to Esther. It is like what, 1:30 over there or something like that. I mean, I do a semi intermittent fasting because I stop eating around 5:36 and I don't eat again till 9:30. So I feel that's a slight intermittent fasting, because it's close to 15 hours, which I don't think is bad. But I'm hungry first thing in the morning. I want to I want to eat, and I don't eat a lot. I just want to eat something. Thank you, McLean. I have 15, so I think 15 is pretty good. So I call it a semi-intermittent fasting. I would say it is too. But I just don't like having like 8 hours to eat everything. I guess, and I guess in the reality is you can't eat everything in 8 hours that you would eat in 12 hours. So I guess you're in a sense you're eating less. I would love to see if people who do intermittent fasting would give me their calorie count for the day. I'd be curious if they get all the calories in that they're supposed to. Oh, so I go to sleep fairly between 10:30 and 11:30. Do you get the correct amount of calories in? That's, my thing, and that's worrisome to me if you're not eating correctly. And if you're exercising heavily, you need to eat more. So you can't eat because you have to eat. You got to eat because you're hungry. And if you're only eating between a certain amount of time, you can't eat as much. So that's my disconnect with intermittent fasting. Minimum of 12, but I mean, there's no way I could eat, I don't think, that amount of calories in an 8 hour window. I don't think I could. I mean, between doing other things and finding the time for those 8 hours to get in that amount of food, see, I just don't think I could do it. And I don't want to eat because I should eat. I want to eat because I want to eat. And if I'm eating because I have to, I have these 8 hours I have to eat, then it takes away from, and again, you're not eating because you're hungry, you're eating because it's in that window. And if you're only eating 800 calories because you don't have oops, 6 o'clock, oh, I can't eat anymore. That's, for me, I think that's where I'm just getting disconnected. Oh, I had a fantastic breakfast this morning. And when I film and I'm doing reels, it takes me longer to eat, so I eat even a little bit later. I probably ate breakfast today around 10 because I was filming, and when I'm filming and doing little shoots, it takes me a while, so I did eat a little bit later. But I made a pumpkin pie French toast. Well, I wish I had whipped cream. It was so freaking good. I'm like, used my gluten-free bread. It almost fell apart. But it was still fantastic. See, eating within I don't know if I could eat in 6 hours. I don't think I would be hungry enough to eat in 6 hours. And I like little snacks. I mean, my snacks aren't big. I just don't know if I can get all my calories in that amount of time. And I do feel mine is a fast. That like I said, I stopped. I don't eat. I just stopped eating after dinner because I used to get sick from reflux, so I stopped. So unless Steve's making popcorn, which he does it very often, I don't even think about it. I go upstairs, I grab my water, I watch, and all the scary shows are on Netflix. It's Halloween time. Oh my gosh! Yes, I have them all lined up to watch. I know. I might not like Halloween, but I like scary movies at Halloween time. It's in my, I meant to put it up today. I'm going to give you the hint. All it is was it a tablespoon of pumpkin? I did 2 or 3 tablespoons of yogurt with a teaspoon of pudding mix. I used like cheesecake. A little brown sugar substitute. Mixed it up with some pumpkin pie spice, and I just smeared it between my French toast. I was sort of going, oh, it was so good. I did miss Good Night, Esther. Yes, Anna, that was it. Deliver Us from Evil. That's the one I saw. Based on facts, which was a little creepy out a bit. I don't know. I mean, it depends on like how heavy calorie you're eating. I mean, I eat something because I like it, not because. So that's why I have a disconnect with that. I don't eat a lot of popcorn, honestly. It was good, and it's based on true facts, which made me nervous when I saw that come up. I'm like, I didn't know that when I was putting it on. I'm like, oh crap. I like the fake stuff because it's fake. When it says based on true facts, I get a little scary. Oh my God, I couldn't not, because I like eating fresh, really good food. So that's not, like fruit and veggies and protein is not calorically dense. I don't eat a lot of cheese. I just don't like it. I mean, I don't dislike it, but so I don't know how I would get that in that amount of time, or to be hungry enough to eat it. Like once I eat my first meal, and say that's 12 o'clock, and plus when you don't eat for a longer period of time, you're not, once you eat, you get filled really fast. So I just don't see me eating enough. I would be like, I'd want to eat, but I wouldn't be hungry enough to eat. When I'm fasting, I'm not strict with portions and potatoes and heavy pointed foods when intermittent fasting. So you're basically, Tina, you're saying you don't have to worry about portions when you're intermittent fasting? As I said, I go, I don't know. Oh yeah, see, I'm all about the sweets. Cheese, I could take or leave it. The boys would get mad because when we would order from Burger King on Whopper night, I wouldn't get them with cheese because they were charging me $1.50 for a slice of cheese. And I'm like, I'm not paying $1.50 for a slice of cheese. We have cheese here. You can put it on your burger. Because to me, cheese wasn't that important. But they were like, but Mom, it's not going to be melted. I still portion. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would probably undereat. But I'm doing okay on the Sugar Smart. Like I said, the only problem I have is the yogurt. I keep forgetting that I have to count it. I'm good with the chicken. I'm good with the eggs. Because those are the big three things that were big for me. Yogurt, eggs, and chicken. Or fish. Or, chicken or turkey. Those are the things that I gravitate towards. Because I like weighing the chicken, knowing how much protein I'm getting. But for some reason, I keep forgetting that yogurt isn't a 0-point food for me anymore. But I guess I'm not used to eating, I'm used to eating a lower, being satisfied with the smaller portions of my things that are not high in calories. But you have a lot to lose, yet I eat 2 times and each meal is 17 points. I guess if you're doing full fat cheese and dairy, I guess it's gonna add it up. My next challenge to do intermittent fast. Hey, you know what? I would try it. I like the challenge D. I think it's fun to do something because it makes you try harder when somebody's asking you to do it. I'll be honest with you. But I guess I'm so used to eating like a tablespoon of peanut butter. It's all I need. I can't imagine eating more of it. I feel like it's plenty with my apple. There's my disconnect. I think a tablespoon is plenty, and I don't think there's a lot of calories in a tablespoon of peanut butter. Well, that's not a lot of calories, though. I don't think 100's a lot for him. I would eat a half a cup. That would be plenty for me. Since probably the beginning of this month, I was challenged by Marcy to try Sugar Smart. It's my new thing, Challenge D. I thought it'd be fun. So maybe we could, yeah, I like the idea of being, like I said, I will try anything. I just don't get it sometimes, but, I try it. I did feel it was easier going from counting calories to counting protein because counting calories is ridiculous. I'm sorry. If you enjoy it, God love you. I was bonkers with it. I don't know how, I felt like I never felt more on a diet than counting calories. I'm going, it drove me insane. So Marcy said, hey, why don't you do Sugar Smart? And all those things, it was mostly fruit and vegetables that were pissing me off. She said, you won't have to count those. So it was much easier for me to go from calorie counting to Sugar Smart than going from Blue Plan or Weight Watchers to that. Because, it's hard to give up. So it was definitely not hard to give back. So I felt like that was a good transition because last time I tried the green plan, I went a little ballistic. But I was going from the blue plan to the green plan, if that makes any sense. I'm curious to how long I would last. And here's my question. If that is my next challenge, I'm not saying it is, and I do that, and I still don't, say I lose weight, but I don't like it, I don't want to do it anymore. If I go off of it, will I gain weight? See, there's my disconnect with trying something. Either if you do it, you're going to have to continue to do it to maintain that loss. And that is half the reason why I don't like to try all these weird things out there, you know? Yes, I have them. I have those lupini beans. In fact, Anna, I just got a box, which I have to unbox tomorrow's vlog, and I'm going to show you. I have the pasta to try. I wanted to try their pasta. I never know. I want to try this, and they also have a dip. It doesn't have to be refrigerated, which I thought was interesting, but I thought that sounded interesting. You'll see that in my Thrive Market haul tomorrow that I'm going to unbox. Lupini beans are they're like Italian beans. We always ate them as snacks. Is it sustainable? Thank you, Suzanne. I just don't know. Nora, you enjoy saucy. But I will tell you, it was easier to transition from calorie counting to Sugar Smart. I don't feel as, like I said, restricted. Like I said, I never felt like when I was on Weight Watchers that I felt like I was on a diet. Calorie counting, man, that is diet 101. Oh, you got to put your sticking salad in? I'm sorry. I don't think I should worry about my watermelon unless I'm having a crap ton, which I don't. I stick to serving sizes. I'm pretty good like that. I'm not having 18 bananas a day. I don't understand, that just was driving me insane. Putting my salad in there and having to put everything in. Drove me nuts. And I'm already a little bit nuts, so that didn't help. Oh, wow. Keto stuff. It is. And my theory is, can you sustain that? It's one thing to lose weight. We all can lose weight. Can you stay on it? I don't know. Did I mention about lupini? You can get lupini. We used to get, they're in vinegar. They're little beans. They're like candy. Well, they remind me of nuts. They're not like nuts, but they just give me the texture of nuts. I did a tasting. I'll probably do another tasting. I will show them, if I remember tomorrow when I talk about the haul, to show you my lupini beans. Yes, I saw that, Pat. I'm not surprised. Honestly, she really hasn't been tracking. I'm not surprised at all. She doesn't need to, quite honestly. Points Plus. I used to think it was Points Plus back in the day, but I really feel it was the Freestyle plan, which I think, but I was coming from Smart Points where you counted everything. So I was very, very conscious when we went into Freestyle that I was very diligent with my portions and my food because I knew 0 points and I knew these foods had calories. I knew that. And it was always made me nervous that I always knew what I was eating because I knew better. Being on plan long enough, you do know better. Exactly. It's consistency and sustainability. Yep. That's what, I read Timmy's thing on my weigh-in video. Did you guys see Timmy lost another 2 pounds this week? And I asked him about it, and his response was I was like, yeah, he gets it already, and that's perfect. Good night, Bear Mama. Well, I think I ate a lot of crap on Points Plus. A lot of those 3-point snacks, those little 100-calorie packs. I was eating tons of those. And yeah. But Timmy said, I don't think I could repeat it. I think I could find it. What he said made a lot of sense. And I thought, wow, there's Timmy. He says, I like the routine I have. The key is to keep it consistent, even if it isn't perfect. I've learned better to hold to one portion and stick with the dessert plan that you put out. I also do regular exercise. It's balance of both. And if I want to eat more, I'll eat either a little more protein or do a bowl of fruit. So I thought, because I had to fit in his treats because if I didn't, he was going to eat them. I knew he was going to eat them. So if we allowed him to have some, I knew he would just do better. But yeah, it was such a, he's like, but you have to. You can't live your life like this. I knew this child likes his pastries, and they're there. They're right in his face every stinking day. How many times? And I did tell the director that I said, I really think you put dessert out a little too much. I think once a day is plenty, but to have a dessert for breakfast, that's just a little bit much. These, you got to learn, you can't always have dessert. Nothing wrong with having it once a day, but having it 3 times a day. So I had to fit that in. Because they're staring at him. There had to be a way that he was going to know that he was going to get that, and that was going to keep him on plan. And he's doing he's working out. He's playing basketball. He's swimming. He's biking. He's walking. He's doing a lot of really good workouts. My dread when it gets cold out there, though. All right, take care, Nora. Well, remember Amy read that in one of the books she was reading about, I can't remember who wrote it, what it was about, but she said, always start out your day savory and save your sweets for after lunch. Is Kathy Cheeky Witch and your saucy ones? Cheeky and saucy? I like that. But it's like you have to, it's knowing it's lifestyle. It's not diet. You have to, make that, distinction. And knowing him and his personality, I had to make sure that he got those things. So he was going to take them if I didn't. And that, would not have been good. He's got a plan. He typed, so you didn't see him because he didn't want to be on camera. But when I was talking, he was writing everything down I was saying. So he has it all listed. He's got his workout, what he does when. He has a bike up there. He got himself a bike a couple years now that he bikes. They have beautiful grounds. So, he's doing a lot of biking. He likes to play basketball. In the gym, he likes to swim. So he's really, really doing a lot of activity as well. I like it. I like cheeky. You are cheeky, McLean. And now he's seeing results on the scale. And I was so happy that he had 2 weeks in a row of losses, because I was afraid that if, he, didn't, or he would go out and, I kept telling him when I said, don't go out and celebrate. Don't think because you lost today that you can have eat your face off tomorrow. And he picked Friday for a weigh-in day because they go out on Thursdays. So he said, I'm more, apt not to overeat on Thursdays now. And he's eating more salad. He likes Caesar salad. Like I said, Caesar salad. Yes, he's got dressing and cheese and croutons. But he's still having salad. He's a guy. He can afford all that stuff anyway. Oh, I'm telling you, Poe. And that's it. And the fact that he'd be staring at it, you just know he was going to do it. It's like you're just trying to, like, if we could do it, what do I say? Controlled discipline. I always say to him, and back in the day, he was having a couple of these pastries. I said, can you stick to one? Can you stick to one cookie and not 3? I said, because 1 isn't damaging, but 3 could be. Plus, he's a guy, too. I mean, they just do a little thing and they lose weight. And he's young, so he should be able to burn all that off. Good night, Tina. Talk to you later. But yeah, he definitely, and that video was up. It's, I think I put out I think that was around Labor Day that went up. It was a lot of fun to do. It was fun to sit down and break down. He told me what was available, and I told him what, I thought he should have. And I said to him, and sometimes, you can, if there's a special breakfast or meal, yeah, you can indulge. You're not indulging every day. And I kept saying to him, you can't be filling up your plate like you're going to the electric chair, because you're not. I said, and you got to stop with, I'm not full yet. That was a huge one for him. He would eat, because I'm not full. I'm like, you're not supposed to feel full. That's just, you're to eat till you're not hungry. When he's out, he'll say, I know it's a lot, so I ask for a container and I bring it home. And this one meal lasted me 2 days, and I thought that was great. All right, take care, McLean. Don't forget to thumbs up. It is 8 o'clock. I didn't realize it was 8 o'clock. You too. I'm going to head on out as well. It's time for the Phillies game. Let's see if they pull this one out of their butts. So thank you for coming and spending the post podcast with me tonight. It's always fun to sit there and chat things out, you know? It's never as bad as we think it is. We just have to talk it out. And sometimes when you hear it back, it's like, yeah, it's really not that bad, is it? It's not. It's not as bad as we think it is. So take care. Thumbs up this live before you go. I'd appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow night. Yep, I will see you tomorrow night for another fun, epic podcast. So have a great night, and I will dish with you then. Remember, no video tomorrow. I'm taking the day off. Bye-bye, my lovelies.